Well, a good evening. You know, I kind of just put this music on as just a bit of background ambience. And it's feeling very chilled this evening, which is probably not the best music to be having. Because coming up for you, we got a 1v1 show match between two absolute beasts of ones players. I know one of them very well. The other one not so much, so I'm not too sure whether I've seen him before or not. Not too sure. But either way, this one's going to be an absolute feast for the ages. I mean, I'm trying to hype this up as much as I can. And these players, I know they can deliver. So fingers crossed we're in for an epic one. But welcome everyone. If it's your first time joining the channel. And I'm trying to talk and type at the same time. It's not always the easiest thing, especially being a bloke. Just saying. So bear with me 1 second whilst I just tell these two lovely lads that the lobby is indeed live. And then hopefully they will see the message, join up, and we can get this series underway. I'm looking forward to it. I can already see lots of people in the chat. Hello. Narcotic, good to see you, buddy. And of course, Bartman. Two legends. Oz, what are you doing in the chat? You're supposed to be in the game. Come on. Join up. Let's go. Come on, get in the lobby. Jambi as well. Good to see you, buddy. Hopefully you're here for a good epic showdown. So yeah, like I said, it's a 1v1. And this one is basically just for bragging rights between these two players. And of course, being a ones game, fingers crossed they can give us a few clips. So I'm going to try and keep my finger on the clip trigger. I've kind of failed in previous matches to kind of make highlight reels. You know, you have these ambitions that you're going to put together a lovely little package at the end of it, and then you get to the end of the match and you just think, my word, that was quite intense. And then it goes out your mind and you forget all about it. So hopefully we can get a few clips from these guys. I know Oz, I played him in ones a while ago. I refused to play him ever since because I think I beat him once back in the day. And I retired from a ones game after that. And there's a good reason why I'm not playing him again, because I'm pretty sure he would absolutely annihilate me now. I don't know whether it's because I've just got worse at Rocket League or he's got better. Yeah, I'd probably say he got better. I'd probably say I got worse. But, you know, it is what it is. Anyway, I can see we've got Oz eagerly waiting in the lobby. I'm pretty sure he's mentioned to Ace that the lobby is indeed live. And Jambi, that's throwing down the gauntlet there, saying that you're going to put a challenge in. Fuck, see, Oz has already said no to that. I don't know. I mean, I'm always up for these sort of show matches, so by all means, if you want to throw your gloves down on the floor and get the challenges in, then let's do it. Indeed, for the Sank content. And actually, speaking of that, if you haven't already, of course, you know we've got the Discord over there at Sanctuary. It's been a while, really, since I've been involved, because I've kind of been pushing my casting more than I have anything else. But certainly, if you're always up for looking for a team to play, or other random people to just, you know, have a good laugh with and have some epic Rocket League action, go and have a look at the Discord community. Always something going on over there, and it's run by two top-notch blokes in the form of Double O Donut and of course B-Shake. So go and have a look at those guys. Absolutely amazing. And whilst you're at it, just swing by my Twitter account as well. I mean, I seem to be losing followers at the moment, which is never a good sign. Anyway, I can see Ace has finally decided to show up. I did wonder whether he was a little bit intimidated by us. So I tell you what, how about we look to get this first game underway? And oh, good start. Pressed the wrong. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay, I think we're good. What I meant to say was type that in the chat so that they get the idea that we can go. We get this game underway. And this is also a test for my overlay. This is the first Wands game I've casted using it, so fingers crossed it all works, which it does indeed seem like it is working. So here we go then. Game number 1 underway. This is a best of 7 Oz versus Ace, and I've just suddenly noticed their logos are not in the overlay. That's absolute travesty. There we go, got them updated. So I mean, they did send a couple of interesting logos before this one, but we've gone with the sensible ones anyway. So here we go then. Early doors, just both of them sussing out each other. As Ozarn taking it to the air, gets the flip reset off the crossbar. Is it going to bounce in? Oh, what a start! I said keep your eyes peeled for the clips, and Oz with the flip reset from the bar and down. Clip 1 goes to Oz, and I'm sure he'll be loving the fact that that has been captured on stream. He'll want to make sure he remembers that one, but this is still a long way to go, and the immediate response there from Ace. Almost slapping Oz back down to earth and saying, you can clip on me, but I can still score a goal against you. So just like that, as Ace ties it up. I mean, it's a lovely little flick. Lovely little flick, and worked out beautifully for him. I've just suddenly realised, Ace, you can't really trademark your name either. There's a nice cheeky little shot there from Oz on that occasion, didn't quite work out. But yeah, Ace, I'm pretty sure Ace is you can't trademark it. I'd be interested to see that one though. Just point that one out for your name. Anyway, so minute played on the clock, and only 2 goals between the two of these players here. As Oz taking this one to the air again, going for another reslap. He's got it. Trying to get the double. Not too shabby. Not too shabby indeed. Lovely control there. Ace trying to suss him out on the back wall. Nearly had him. Nearly had his number, but on that occasion Oz just beat him to the punch. So a couple of good opening goals there from Oz. I've got to admit, I did say he was one to look out for, but he can't score the open net. He can do a flip reset, but when it comes to the open net, he fluffed his lines. But here he comes, little flick. Ace reads that one nicely though. And the ball straight back into Ozarn's half. Bit of a heavy touch there in the corner from Ace. Sends it over the goal, but gives Oz a chance now to build his momentum. Taking it to the sidewall. Here he comes. Pops it off a little bit. Ran away from him there. It's enough for Ace to jump on that one. Indeed, Oz whoops indeed, but heavy touch from Ace. Takes it into the corner. Can't quite get it past the near post. Going for the reverse and the wrong side of the post. Opportunity goes begging there for Ace, but still very much in this game. I get the feeling that Oz is probably going to want to show off with a few more goals like that, so whether Ace can match him or just sort of play the counter game. Still a long way to go here. Nice challenge there from Ace. Just makes Oz retreat a little bit back into his own half. That happens. Both of them just kind of sussing each other out, and neither really wanting to commit. Definitely a tactical game battle going on, and a nice clean finish there from Oz sends it into the bottom right hand corner. Not quite as flashy as his previous 2 goals, but simple nonetheless. Simple and effective. So Oz taking a 2-goal advantage here. Not quite as a goal fest as I was half expecting it was going to be, but certainly Oz on top at the moment. 4 shots, 3 goals, 1 save. As opposed to Ace, who's only had the 2 shots so far. But as we know in ones, you know, two goals isn't nothing, especially with 2 minutes on the clock. As Ace trying to bring it in there, left hand side, didn't quite get it. You know what? I've lost my words on that one. I'm not even going to finish the sentence. There's no point in that one. But Ace though, trying to finish this one, and Oz off the post. It bangs and sprints down the other end of the field. Easy enough one for Oz. Takes his time and probably just took a little bit too long there. As Ace scrambling back and manages to get the save. Couple of good opportunities at both ends of the field. Oz now trying to chase hard on this one. Gets a nice challenge. Is he going to fluff his lines on this open net? He took his time. He knew that he didn't want to lose another glorious opportunity. Just gets just above it to pop it into the back of the net, and there we have it, 4-1 now to Ozarn. Not seen too much from Ace yet. Definitely been on the back foot, but that's going to be a nice handy little goal to keep himself within touching distance of Ozarn. And I've got to love the humbleness as well in the chat, in the in-game chat. I thought I'd leave it on just so you guys could see, you know, how loving these two are to each other. But you know, it's nice to see it rather than the toxicity that you normally see in lobbies. As Ace gets better hand on that one, can he finish it? Not quite on that occasion. Ball just wouldn't drop quick enough for him, and it just means that Oz can scramble back. Bring the ball out of his own half. Lovely challenge there on the side, off the post, and it bounces out rather than bouncing in. And Ace gets away with that one. 55 seconds left, 2 goals to find. Easy enough to do, especially in a ones game. But he's got to put more of a bit more aggression. There's a cheeky little. Was it a musty? He's on there, styling a little bit. Is that a musty? I know what. I can't remember what that's called. It's not a Doomsday. No, what is that? Somebody in Twitch tell me, what is that? It's not a musty, it's the other one. It's the other one. I mean, when Oz booked me for this one, he did say, he didn't really sort of hype up he was going to be popping off, but he's certainly not popping off on the goal line, that's for sure. Breezy! Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Narcotic. Breezy flick. I knew somebody in chat should do it. Anyway, Ace though, well played from him. Brings himself back again within 2. But he's still got 30 seconds left, and Oz is definitely not looking to leave up on the pressure, but that's a nice touch here from Ace. Gives himself an opportunity. Got to find a second touch, but the demo comes in from Oz. Just like that. I think we're going to see game number 1 go to Oz here, unless... Oh, it definitely is now that Oz gets this one. Little pogo there. In the back of the net. And a comfortable victory in the end for Ozarn. So, I mean, it's... Ace definitely coming back into it later on in the game, but Oz was absolutely dominating in terms of ball possession and keeping control of it. And it just goes to show you there as he's got 6 goals to the good to Ace's 3. Probably just going to let this one hit the floor, which indeed it does. And there we have it. Game number 1 going to Ozarn. And I've got to say, some nice goals in that one. So for sure, make sure we get those ones clips for you later, Oz. And I'm sure you're already on that one. But you can see across the board there, Oz definitely on top form. And I'm guessing he's probably been warming up for quite some time before this one. You want to make sure that he puts in the show. But Ace has shown signs towards the end of the game. And there's still a long way to go. As, like I've said before, you know, if you guys want me to pick a field, then by all means let me know in chat or use some of your channel points. But because there's nothing being said, no channel points spent, we're going to go over to potentially what is my current favourite map on Rocket League. You know, a couple of points if you can guess which one it is before it appears on screen here. I mean, where... I don't know what the delay is. I mean, it's only 2 players that I got to get in the lobby. I don't know whether they're waiting for me. If you guys are waiting and you can hear me, just join, just carry on, go for it. Yeah, I think they're probably waiting for me to say go. Always a good one. So hopefully they got the message, which indeed they have. So we can come over now to the new Deadeye Canyon. It's a beautiful map. Absolutely love it. Game number 2 gets underway with early pressure coming in from Ace now. Left-hand side, taking it into the corner. Tries to bring it back inside. Oz on the goal line. Can he get it past him? He can indeed. And a lovely opening goal there from Ace. Oz probably just waiting a bit too long. Facing the wrong way as well. Never helps. But still, a lot of work to do there for Ace, and he managed to do it nicely in the corner. Retain the control. He's got the ball in the back of net. So opening blood goes to Ace there, 1-0. Well, we've seen Oz can be very dangerous and a little bit cheeky as well. Takes it to his corner, decides not to do anything too fancy there, but it's allowed Ace now to chase the left-hand side. Oz waiting near post. Touch over from Ace. Little chip. And you probably put that down to slightly poor positioning there from Ace. No, from Ozarn. Just waiting the wrong side of the goal there, and it just allowed Ace to do a cheeky little dink over and double his lead. Oz deciding now to wait on the goal line. Went back for the boost. Worked out for him. Takes it to the air. Gets a second touch. Looking for Reed off the backboard, and indeed he does. Lovely play there. Ace scrambling to get back, but the 1-2 touch off the backboard from Oz into the back of the net. And brings himself to within 1 now. So good opening battle this one. Certainly seems like Oz is the more mechanical player, but Ace has shown signs that he's definitely here for a fight and can do the fundamentals really well. There's another quick shot on target, but on that occasion though, Oz equal to it. Ace taking it left-hand side. Can he get a second touch on this one? Just let it run away from him slightly. Probably seemed like he was caught in 2 minds whether to go for the flip reset or just to get a second touch, and in the end did neither. Here comes Oz trying to go for another breezy. Not quite as clean as last time, but he's managed to work it now right-hand side. Oh, takes it around Ace. Not quite an epic fake, so I'm not going to call the ambulance just yet. But a beautiful slide into the shot. And Ace goes flying off the screen. Not quite an ankle breaker, but a lovely goal nonetheless from Oz to tie things up. Good kick off from Ace there. Takes it right hand side now. Can he get the touch? Second touch. Trying to get the Doomsday. Not quite on that occasion. Cycles the shot, trying to suss Oz out on the line, just trying to make him overcommit, but good defense nonetheless from Oz. Little fake challenge there from Ace, works out nicely from him off the backboard, and Oz on that occasion sends it back into the corner. A bit of a battle now from both these players. Lovely speed there from Ace, and just didn't quite fall for him where he wanted to, and he's caught a bit flat-footed, and it's allowed Oz to capitalise on that one. Sprints down the left-hand side. As you see here, the touch from Oz just hit the corner, and Ace pushed up a little bit too far up the field. Needed the shadow a little bit more than what he was doing there, but we've seen Oz can be quick on the break, and on that occasion has worked out nicely for him. So he takes the lead with 3 minutes left on the clock now. Here comes Oz into the air, gets the flip reset 1. Oh, I thought he did. Decided not to use it perhaps as Ace was waiting patiently on the line. Bit of a slowdown in the midfield here as Ace trying to find an opening, but Oz playing good shadow at the moment, trying to lull Ace into making a challenge, but Ace is not having any of it. Decided not to do it. Good aerial control from Oz. Got the flip reset, but just a little bit too close to the ground, and Oz getting the demo, taking Ace out of the equation. Didn't want any of that happening to him. Certainly in a ones game. I mean, the demo play. What? What? I mean, you could say that was a beautiful pass from Oz there. Somebody should probably remind him that this is indeed a ones game and Ace is not on his team, but slight lapse in concentration perhaps there from Oz has just allowed Ace to tie things up. So a bit more of a goal fest between these two in this second game here. And Oz off the kickoff. Getting his fourth of the game there. Just, yeah, you hate to see it, but it happens so often in ones. Just getting the better of the kickoffs. Getting a read off the sidewall and in the back of the net. But Ace very much in this game here, matching Oz, it seems. 5 shots, 3 goals and 2 saves for Ace. Putting in a better performance than what he did in the first game, but a couple of mistakes from Oz has just allowed him to come into it. But here comes Oz now, looking to try and take that one under control on the dribble. Quite on that occasion. Takes the corner boost though from Ace. He's only got 12 in the tank, and that's an awkward read there in the corner, but deciding better of it and leaving for Oz to try and tie this one off the backboard. Ace got 100 boost now, so he's refreshed and ready to go. Pops the ball forward into the air. Oz trying to make the challenge, but it's a great demo there from Ace, leaving the goal open and exposed. Can Oz get back in time? Not quite. Beautiful demo play there from Ace. Saw that the ball was bouncing dangerously towards goal and made the right call. Took Oz out of the equation, and that's an easy goal for Ace. Great to see the two sort of contrasting styles between these two players. Ace, like I said before, very much a more grounded player, whereas Oz no problems in trying to take things to the air and try and work some fancy opportunities. And just as I say that, here comes one now, right hand side. Nice touch away, looking for the flip reset, but Ace slaps him back down and says, don't you even dare think about that one. Here comes the counter now, trying to get the quick flip. On that occasion, ball pops off the left hand side. Oz touching it towards Ace now. Great battle in the midfield between these two players. 45 seconds left and it's all square for a piece. Could we potentially be going on to our first OT of the series? Pretty sure there's going to be another goal in it. Which way it goes is anyone's guess, but Oz has currently got the ball in his favour. Trying to hunt down Ace, but it's a great challenge from Ace, sends it straight back into Oz's half. Puts on some of that pressure. Awkward challenge there. Or awkward touch, I should say, from Oz. Just allowed the challenge to come in from Ace. Fortunately for him, didn't quite hit the target. Here comes Oz now. We've seen him be really dangerous from these ones. Trying to work some sort of a magical flip reset, and in the end just fluffed his line and the pinch of the sidewall. Not quite on target. Good idea from Ace though, nonetheless. Can he keep this ball alive? He can't indeed. And then here we go then. First OT of the series. Will Ace manage to tie things up, or will Oz slightly edge ahead and put the Rocket League gods in his favour? The cut-in from Ace, not quite. Oz bringing it right hand side now, looking to get around one, but that's gone well wide. Good idea, wrong sort of execution though, allowing Ace now to bring it up. Whoa, what a lovely play off the right hand side there. Saw Ozarn was just a little bit too pushed up perhaps. Was in two minds as to whether the challenge or just to keep shadowing. And in the end, that slight hesitation just allowed Ace to pop one straight over him into the back of the net. So there we have it. I mean, Ace definitely had to work hard for that one. Oz got a couple of nice goals. But Ace was very much on point now with that one. Again, ball possession wise, Ozarn very much in control as he sort of looks to go for those more fancier shots. But in terms of where the ball has ended up in terms of field domination, Ace very much on top and on point on that one. So, good series, 1-1 now. Best of 7. So next map, we will go to probably my second favourite. Feel free to have a guess which one you think it might be, but I've got to admit, Psionics with their last 2 maps have actually hit it out of the park. So here we are then over at Sovereign Heights. Beautiful map, love to play on it. And can Ace keep up this momentum and take ahead in the series? He's managed to see Oz scrambling back slightly awkwardly there. And in the back of the net it goes. Ozarn probably shouldn't have gone for that corner boost there. I mean, we've seen him forget this is a ones game before, and probably was stuck in a twos or threes mindset there. You certainly don't want to give opportunities like that to players, particularly players like Ace, who will look to capitalise on those small mistakes. The challenge there from Ace, but it's falling in favour for Ozarn now. Right hand side gets the read off the floor, and it's just got too much on it for Ace to try and send it into the corner. Instead sends it into the top bins. This little touch here right hand side on the half volley. Beautiful touch, I must say, on that one. Yeah, nice shot, Ace. Shame it wasn't in Oz's half, but nonetheless, 1-1 apiece now. 30 seconds played on the clock. Ace coming up, trying to dribble it past Oz on that occasion. Just not got the finishing touch he wants, and he's allowed Oz now to challenge and put the ball straight back in his half. Can he get the Doomsy? He can! Lovely play there on the left-hand side from Oz. Got the beautiful challenge in there. Fell really nicely on the corner, and then just that little touch there to take it around and to pop it off enough to get the Doomsy. Beautiful play to take the lead here in game number 3. We saw in previous game goals went in quite quickly at the start, and then it just kind of teetered out a little bit in terms of the speed at which the gameplay was going on, as I'm pretty sure both these players were maybe a little bit apprehensive about trying to do anything too fancy as the clock was ticking down. But might we see a repeat here in this game? Ace now taking it to the sidewall. I haven't seen much aerial play from him, but he's got it off the ceiling. Ball just ran away from him and allowed Oz now to get a lovely touch around, and the demo as well to add insult to injury. I mean, talk about slapping a man when he's down. That touch there probably didn't mean the demo, but the little flourish at the end there. Lovely plays though. Oz taking a 2-goal advantage now. And he's leaving it all to do for Ace to try and work his magic and bring himself back into this one. Just got to make sure he does the fundamentals and just keep Oz within sight. But when Oz gets these opportunities and taking it to the air, looking for the double off the backboard, and indeed he does! Beautiful read, beautiful play there from Oz. Took it to the sky. Nothing, not much Ace can do. Sends it into the top bins, and that's another one for the highlight reel there for Oz. On that occasion as well, Ace probably should have come in at more of an angle rather than just hitting straight back down the middle. Might have given yourselves an opportunity, but certainly great shot from Oz. And that's another one hitting the top bins again. Almost an identical spot from the previous goal. Not quite as flashy, but a solid connection nonetheless, and placement on the shot. What a peach. You'll have to see it. So we're not even at the halfway point, and Ozarn is starting to run away with this one. Ace has got to find something in the tank just to settle things down a little bit. But Oz very much on form, looking to get the 50 on that occasion. Somehow manages to almost work in his favour, but it's a beautiful demo again from Ace. Taking this one to the sky now, looking for the 50, looking for the dunk off the crossbar. Just the play you needed. Ace to try and bring himself back into that one, but a cheeky little bump on the way out there from Oz just takes off some of the pressure. Here he goes again now, left hand side. What can you do with this one? 33 in the tank, but speed this time from Ace. Just nullifying that opportunity for Ozarn. Here comes Ace now to try and work his magic. Look for the pinch off the ground. Almost an own goal there from Oz, but got enough on it to send it into the corner. Awkward touch there from Oz, just allowed him slight opening there, but good speed of good turn and speed there from Oz. Things slowing down slightly now, and it probably suit Ace more than it does Oz. It definitely seems like Oz wants to get a quick game going, get some good opportunities and openings, but Ace just got to be a little bit more patient, which he does. That's a lovely touch there. Brings it into the midfield. Knew exactly what he had to do and hits the open net. Love to see it. Didn't panic, didn't fluff his lines. Hit the back of the target. And the door of opportunity is now slightly ajar. But he's still got to find 3 goals in this game. And this one might be one off the kickoff. Gets the read. And oh, and it just squeezes in there at the far post. Always a difficult one to read, but just got the finest of margins on that one. And it was just enough to send it into the back of the net. So the door opens ever so slightly more. 2 goals in it now. A minute and 52, so that's almost nothing in terms of ones. That's an awkward touch from Oz, and Ace just a little bit slow off the punch there. But a lovely catch there on the sidewall there. Dribbling it towards goal. Can he get it past Oz? Not on that occasion. Oz scrambling back on defence. Lovely defensive play, I've got to say. But the pinch there from Ace, we're going to make it awkwardly across the net. But this is ones, and there's no teammate to try and follow that one up. But Ace putting in a good effort, trying to work his way back into this one. Just got to make sure he doesn't get done on the counter or leave an opportunity. But doing a good job so far. Oz struggling a little bit at the moment to get out of his own half. Ace on trying to shadow Ozarn, but we've seen the breezy before and we've seen it again. It doesn't take much, but just a little bit of a hesitation there, I think, from Ace, allowing Oz to pop it up and give himself the space he needed to breezy that one in. Oz finally, he only had the one chance in about a minute, and that's all he needed. So Ace is going to have to find something quickly and able to get this one back into it. Sidewall punts it forward. Can he get the read off the backboard? Oz equal to it though. Waited patiently and left. Scrambling back now is Ace again as Oz is in the air, looking to get some sort of fancy shot on target. And instead, Ace, with the counter, sends it straight back up. So 2 goals, but under 30 seconds. Don't know. I've seen you've seen it done. It can be done. 2 goals is nothing. I definitely feel Ace has got to get something off this kickoff and able to give himself the opportunity. He loses out though to Ozarn. Ozarn completely misses that one, and Ace, looking to work his magic, gets the better of the 50. Oh, the awkward touch. Probably didn't mean to do that one. Fell into it almost, and it just landed anywhere else, and that ball would have been across Ozarn's net and potentially in the back of the net. But I think we're going to see here game at number 3 go to Ozarn. Indeed we are, as one final shot for the road. Okay, 1 second. A lovely shot there from Ace. Ozarn probably should have done a little bit better than what he did there. But yeah, indeed Oz. 1 second goal. Want to see it, Ace. Oh, instead we're going to see it. I thought it was going to be Ozarn getting the 1 second goal. But it was Ozarn who saw that game out there. So for me personally, I think that one was Ace. Just some of those goals that came from Oz, Ace was just a little bit too far forward, hesitated a couple of times. And when you've got a player like Oz who can pull those breezes out of the bag and has good ball control, you kind of got to be a little bit quicker off the mark, put him under pressure almost straight away, and just try and force a mistake early doors rather than giving Oz that run on goal. Because we've seen him do it a few times now. When he's got that opening, he will punish you with a bit of flash and a bit of style as well. So try and shut him down maybe a bit earlier, a bit quicker. But still, we have seen Ace. I mean, you saw there 10 shots, so he's getting chances. He's getting the ball in Oz's half, but just not quite working out for him on that occasion. But, it was only 1 goal in it, so here we go then. Game at number 4 at Utopia Coliseum. I think this is Utopia. Oh, you know what? I can't remember what the map's called. Oh, dear. mean, does anyone actually want to choose a map? You know, I've said this a few times now, but if you want to see a particular map, let me know. Not Champions Field, though. That one is an exclusive for the final game of the series. Whether we're going to see it tonight is another question. So if you want to choose a map, get your votes in there now. Oz now, left-hand side. It's got the flip reset. Trying to get the second one, but just a bit too close to the floor to make that one work. And the immediate response there from Ace, but that's just going to pop wide. Indeed it does. Keeping the pressure though on Oz now. But takes it to the air, gets the ceiling. He's got his flip, but just couldn't quite get the read on the ball, and it's allowed Ace now to push up. Shot on target. He's going to go wide, and he can't get the read off the backboard off the post, and Oz sends it straight back into Ace's half and in the back of the net. Oh, open net syndrome. You hate to see it. On that occasion, just didn't quite work out there for Oz. For Ace even. It did work out for Oz, didn't work out for Ace. So 1-0 down. Still plenty of time left in it. So not as many goals that we saw in previous games early doors, and might see a second one here from Oz. Sizing it up, looking for the dribble, but that's a good challenge there from Ace, waiting patiently. And then, of course, Oz comes in and slaps him back down and says, don't you even think about trying to get that early goal. Ace running back off the post. What a save. Had to make sure he got a connection on it. And got his finest of margins. The rebound favoured him. And here he is now trying to put on some sort of offensive pressure. But he's lost out on that occasion. Gets the bump on Oz and just enough to put him off. He's rushing back to try and get 100 boost in the tank. And oh, not the sort of challenge you want. Didn't quite see what happened to Ace there, but Oz just... he'll probably say that's calculated. I'll say that's quite fortunate. But well played though from Oz. Probably threw Ace through a loop on that one. Wasn't too sure where it was going to lie, and in the end just completely missed the ball. Seeing now Ace trying to chase this one. Gets a great save. That's the second great save in this game now for Ace. A few more of those, and he gives himself every opportunity, but just not able to get a flick and keeping possession though in Oz's half and trying to be a bit more aggressive on it as well. That's a lovely challenge and a lovely touch from Ace, and first goal for Ace in the back of the net. And I think a bit more of that as well, a bit more aggression, a few more bumps and demos on Ozarn. Just, you know, it's like I said at the start, you put the pressure on early doors and try and force Oz to make the mistakes, because when you give a mechanical player time to think about what they're going to do, they will just go ahead and do it. But at the same time, you've got to have a bit of luck with those 50s, and so far it doesn't seem like not quite going as well as they could be for Ace. Oz won't be complaining, they're going absolutely perfect for him, and he's got nothing to worry about. But lovely little dribble off the right hand side there. Didn't quite get the finishing touch he wanted. Oz going into no man's land there, instead meeting Ace full force on the ground, and midfield battle now between these two players, trying to find an opening, and a shot just wide there from Oz. Not quite as flashy as we've seen in previous games between these two. Just trying to work the midfield and not overcommit too hard, and trying to lull the other one into forcing the mistake. Here comes Oz now. We've seen him dangerous in this one, and Ace on that occasion gets the challenge in, and this is the work now down the middle of the field. Lovely touch over one, but lands on Oz awkwardly, and the net was crying to be scored. But fortunately for Ace, his luck's run out, and Oz easy enough one for him to send it into the back of the net to give himself that comfortable 2-goal advantage. I say comfortable, it's never comfortable, but I think so far every time Oz has gone 2 goals ahead, we haven't seen Ace be able to do the magic comeback and give themselves the advantage he needs. But that's going to help no ends for Ace Great kickoff from Ace. A good turn of speed and shot on straight down the middle of the net. So it'd just be what he wanting. The perfect response to going to Luke conceding that goal. Can he get a second one here? Loses out this time for Oz, but Oz was awkward on the landing and just got to reset a little bit here. Good challenge from Ace, taking it to the left-hand side. So as not to go for anything fancy on the sidewall, instead trying to get this quick snapshot. Just not enough power on that one to make it difficult for Oz, but does well to keep up the pressure on Oz and just pegging him back slightly. Challenge again, left-hand side. Oz racing back. Definitely these two working hard. They don't want to give an inch, and it's just loggerheads at the moment as Oz. Beautiful play there. Knew he had to get a touch on that, and that was just what he needed. Sent off the backboard, and Bears forcing now into another great save, and this is a good spell for Ace. Taking this one to the air. Can he get any sort of a touch? Not quite on that occasion. He's got to find something quickly, otherwise Oz is going to run away with this one. Oh dear. Just when Ace was going through a good spell there. Not able to make it count, not able to find an opening, and instead pushing hard, and it's just allowed Oz to easy enough to dribble that one back up on the counter and send it into the back end of there. One consolation goal for the road here. Maybe your Ace catches it nicely, but can't quite get the finishing touch. And Ozarn again taking the victory. And we're now on series points. And you can see, it's interesting to see there that Ace, in terms of ball possession and field domination, definitely working hard in trying to peg back Oz in that game there. And I think it's just a case maybe of Oz just having that little bit of an edge in terms of mechanical ability, which plays perfectly in a ones game. And interesting on the stats as well that I can see on my end is the fact that Oz only spent 34% in the air on that occasion. So definitely a lot more grounded in that game. And whether that was a case of because of what Ace was doing to him, just sort of sussing him out a bit better, don't know, but a bit more of that and maybe a bit of luck in this next game might see Ace be able to work his way back into it, but we will see, as this is now series point for Ozarn. One more game for victory, one more game for the bragging rights, and Ace is going to have some sort of miracle comeback if he's getting anything out of this one, but that's not the start that he would want. Just a little bit too much space there for Ozarn. As Ace turned on the boost in the corner, waited to see what Oz would do, and before he had the chance to respond, the ball was in his back of his net. Comes Oz now. Lovely little flick over. Beautiful play there. Caught it nicely off the sidewall. Got it under control. And on that occasion, not much you can do if you're Ace when you're facing a beautiful flick like that. So early goals now for Oz. Just put Ace now on the back foot. Can he mount some sort of a comeback? Not with challenges like that, unfortunately. That's going to be a third and easy enough one for Oz to send into the back of the net. Such a difficult... This is why I don't play ones, to be honest. The amount of mistakes I would make would just end up with me losing... Conceding that 10 goals within probably like the first 2 minutes. It's a fool's game, I've got to admit, ones, but, you know, you've got to give it credit to players that want to play it and do it. Definitely a good way to improve. But certainly when you're facing a big challenge against an opponent like Oz. one mistake or one slight overcommit. That's a lovely double touch off the backboard. Not quite on that occasion. Nearly had one for the highlight reel there for Ace, but haven't seen much of that from him. And of course, Oz. Why would you do that to the man? He came so close to getting the clip, and then you go up the other end of the field and slam it into the back of the net. How could you do that to the poor man? So 4-0 now to Oz, and it seems like we might indeed have a victory under our belts for Oz. But Ace, you never know. Oh, not quite getting the shot on target. Bit of a tight angle and a bit too much. It almost seems like Oz is slightly toying with Ace, and finally we see Ace get on the board of minute and 30 played on the clock. Simple enough goal. I say simple enough, I mean it's an open net from his own half. That is actually a really tough shot, but so he did well to not snatch at the shot, gets it on target, and he's on the board finally. So can we see Ace come back into this one? Nice little challenge from here. Oz slightly overcommitting. It's fallen awkwardly into the corner. Can he get challenge? Oz, speedy demon he is, chasing back and taking that one out of the equation, but gets demos for his dues. Ace is having none of it. Says, I want to get a second one on the board here. Takes it to the air. Lovely touch. Lovely second touch as well. The speed. More of that, please, Ace. Beautiful play there. Saw Oz was trying to fake the challenge, and then on the second half bounce, speed and the snap shot from him. Love to see it. So here we go again, and 2 goals. Is it going to be 3? Oh no, Ace! Just had to keep his shot down. Not able to on that occasion, and here comes Oz, almost getting in the air dribble. But the challenge from Ace worked out nicely for him. Chasing our left-hand side. Oz trying to get some sort of challenge in, and it's worked out annoyingly badly for Ace, but the touch from Oz is slightly off-centre. Allowed Ace a moment to Gary Sports race back on defence and just stop that one dead. So halfway point, 2-goal game again. Seen this in so many occasions. Can Ace do what he's not been able to do so far in this series and convert this 2-goal deficit into a victory? We will see. He's certainly seen a couple of moments from him. That's another one there, and not able to get the read that he wanted. And Oz, easy enough for him. I say easy enough. I say that like I can do some of this stuff, and to be honest, a lot of the time I can't. But beautiful basic goal there from Oz. Lovely ball control. Sends it into the back of the net. But in terms of stats, I mean, Ace 6 shots so far. And that's exactly how many Oz has got. No, mate, that's 7. 7 shots, 6 goals for Oz. He's absolutely on fire at the moment. Not letting up. He wants to ride this series out in style. And ball possession wise as well, 66% going to Ozarn. Just sort of shows you exactly what is going on at the moment in this one. Oz very much in control, and Ace just trying to find an opportunity, find some sort of space, and not able to do it. So right hand side now, nice little challenge there from Ace. Some run away from him on that one, but reads the ball nicely. Good turn of speed from Ace. Oz probably should have challenged a little bit quicker on that one, but the catch as the ball came down, you can't take that one. Can't take that one away from Ace. He's shown some really good signs, really good ball control signs on a few occasions, and on that one, absolutely lovely catch on the side ball and caught Oz napping. Ozarn still very much in control of this game and looking to finish it off with a little touch forward off the ceiling. Right hand side now, Zero in the tank, and that's just allowed Ace to get some sort of challenge in. Oz scrambling back. Fortunately for him, falls into the corner. Here comes Ace now, sidewall, trying to get the dunk on Oz. And fortunately for him, the ball is going to end up in the back of the net. When it's not your day, it's not your day. And at the moment, Ace is... the 50s are just not going in his favour. Oz just having that slight edge to him. Bit more speed, and when you're winning the 50s, everything's going his way, and he's making sure it's working out nicely for him. Can he get another clip as he goes off the sidewall? Looking to get some sort of a flip reset. Didn't quite get it on that occasion, but does enough in the control. You know what? I'm not going to give you that one. That one was absolutely horrible. No. Not a nice one. It was an ugly one. You're not having it. I'm not having it. No. I expected better from you. And on that occasion, that was an ugly shot. Not having it. So 8-3 to Ozarn. I think this is pretty much going to be it. This is going to be series now for Ozarn. Can Ace get some sort of a constellation? He's got 30 seconds to find one. Or can Oz get another clip for the highlight reel? Ball off the backboard, and it bounces awkwardly off the corner. Oh, dearie me, Ace. I feel your pain, buddy. Those corner bounces are absolutely one of the most annoying things, and that the near post. Oh, it's kind of falling apart now for Ace. I was just waiting on there to see what happens. Saw the ball bounce back in his favour, and just the cheeky little dink over. So can Oz get the double figures for the first time in this series? Ace finally becoming aware of Oz's game plan there, just sitting back, and Oz trying to go for the finish here. He's got the read off the sidewall. He's got the flip reset. And he's let the ball drop. Just ran out of room. And game, set, and match to Ozarn there. 9-3 finish. And yeah, like I said as well for Ace, when it's just not your game and you're losing out those 50s, it's annoying. And trust me, Ace, I feel your pain because I've played against Oz as well. And when you're playing against a player like that, yeah, it's annoying. But well played at Oz, though. I can't take it away from him. He put in some absolutely beautiful shots, which I'm sure he'll be clipping and highlighting at some point. So I'll wait to see those ones again. But yeah, as you see there, I mean, ball possession, it kind of it's how the games win. Ozarn just controlling the ball. Sometimes Ace was getting the, managing to keep Ozarn back in his own half, but certainly just a bit more of an edge to Ozarn's game. And he's walked away there with the victory. So, thanks Oz for getting me to cast that one. That's the first ones game I've casted for my overlay. And it's good, it works. Indeed, what a game. Make sure you get to clip those. Some of those skulls you scored, absolutely nuts. I feel honoured that I managed to catch it on my stream as well. So, happy days. So yeah, for anyone that's still watching, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that one. I'm probably going to be back on Friday for another show match for you. More details to come, and I'll let you... Well, you just have to follow my Twitter if you want to find out when exactly that's going to happen. Toxic. I'm going to stay out of this one. I'm going to stay out. Yeah, maybe a little toxicity, but it was a good game. It was a good game. Yeah, it's nothing but love and hugs in this one. Anyway, yeah, if you haven't already, the only thing I ask on this one is you press that follow button, and if you want to subscribe, then by all means, subscribe. I've got a couple, which is always nice, but I don't ram that people down straight. I'm just doing this for a laugh and getting to watch some great games of Rocket League. So that's going to be it from me tonight. And I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy the rest of your evening. And like I said, probably back on Friday And if you don't know already, and if you're at Insomnia this weekend, I will be there helping out RSC with their live event. And if you want to know more about that, again, check out my Twitter. All the information's kind of there. There's always a few posts, and go and check that one out. Anyway, that's going to be it from me tonight. I'll stop waffling on. I'll leave you guys to it. So thanks again, Oz, for getting us a car set one, and I will see you guys on the next one.